Hey all, welcome back to the channel. I am here on vacation, which I hope that some of my other reseller friends do from time to time. It's always good to take a break. But today's video is real quick because I am on vacation. My bestie's at the beach, so I am going to use this time and talk about something that I learned today, unfortunately. So we are in St. Augustine, Florida. We live in Georgia, so clearly we had to do a little bit of pre-game setup to make sure that we were all set with eBay before we came on vacation. So we utilized Time Away. And if you're new, Time Away is totally customizable. I think it is available to people who don't have a store, but we have a store, so obviously I do utilize it very often, actually, even if I'm just going away for the weekend. And that's mainly because to remain top rated plus, we have to have 1 day handling time, one business day. So the plan was to create a lot of drafts in our bank so that this week we could make those go live daily and still have placement in the algorithm, basically, and try to combat slow sales because we are on Time Away. I'm sure that as a buyer on eBay, if you're looking for something and you want it really quickly, if you see a banner that says this seller is away until la 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 la, that could be a deterrent. So we knew that that would happen, and we wanted to, make every safeguard that we possibly could to combat any slowdowns that, we're already feeling slowdowns anyway. So with that said, I have listed probably 60 items since I have been in Florida, and last night I did the bulk of them. I did 44 listings last night to make up for eBay that was glitching the other day where I couldn't even get into my item specifics. That's another story. So I listed 44 items last night, and during the night I got a sale of one of those items. And when I looked at it this morning, it said shipped by June 30th. So all of the hairs on my head stood up. And I panicked a little bit, so I immediately went into our Facebook group, and I posed the scenario there and asked if there was anything I could do on my end because, I wanted to understand what I had done wrong. Because visually looking at it, I couldn't tell by looking at the listing that I had anything set any differently. I thought if you're on Time Away, no matter what you do, everything defaults into that Time Away status. I was very wrong. Apparently, that is not the case. When you do list items during Time Away, it defaults back to your normal handling time, which is what happened here. So I waited. I got that consensus from the group also. I waited until eBay opened. I called them, and they were very kind, but unfortunately, they looked through everything. They verified that my account was, or my store was on Time Away. They verified and looked through my other sales up until that sale. They verified that sale was a newly listed item and verified that yes, there was nothing I could do. The only way to combat this from happening to other people, and why I decided to make a video about it, is you can, when you list something, you can update the shipping time directly from the listing, or you can end your Time Away, do your listings, and then restart your Time Away. That's a lot of extra work. That's a lot of extra steps. That's a lot of extra keystrokes. And I'm on vacation. Do I really want to put any more effort into an already, I don't even know the words to say it. So if I were to take those 44 listings, could I bulk edit them now to allow me time to get home, and then when I do get home, go back into those 44 listings and update it to the 1 day? Or do I remove my time away, list everything, and hope that nothing sells until I get the time away put back on? Not to mention, eBay is 4 hours behind. They're Pacific time and I'm in Eastern time zone. So that's a huge gamble. I'm not willing to take the latter of, taking your time away off. I'm not going to do that. Thankfully, we're slow, as I knew I would be. So it was only the one sale. Now, my options per the eBay rep are, you can't really cancel the order. I don't have a valid reason to cancel. Basically, the only option she suggested was to reach out to the buyer, let them know my folly, let them know my error, which I have done, and take a hit basically on having a late shipment. She did say that our volume is higher, so the long-term effect of having the one late shipment isn't going to be detrimental, but I don't want to risk the integrity of our store, 100% positive feedback, yada, 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 and top rated plus seller. So what I decided to do, and you guys can chime in, of course, in the description box, but what I decided to do is I did reach out to the buyer and I messaged them and let them know what a mistake I had made. I asked if they would be okay if we were to cancel the sale, because it came in not even 15 minutes after I listed it. So I feel like this person really wants the item. Could they find it elsewhere on eBay? Absolutely. But it came in so quickly after listing it that they must have had a saved search. So I know they must want this item. But I suggested we cancel the order. When I get home, I will relist that item as a private, not a private listing, because it'll be, open to the public on eBay. But I will create a listing specifically for him, and I will include free shipping as a, gesture to my apology. So he could ask to cancel just altogether and be frustrated with me if he doesn't want to wait on me to come home and repurchase the item, because I know that's annoying. But at that point, at least if I cancel the order, some people might think that that would be dishonest, but at least at that point, I could potentially use the buyer asked to cancel option on eBay. And then everything is documented in our messages, so that if there are any questions, that can also be addressed. But they did say if you take I forget what it's called, like a strike or a penalty for your late shipping, you can appeal it. But in my experience, I have not had good success having my mistakes where I've appealed them overturned and removed. I'm completely okay admitting my mistakes, but I don't know if they will remove it. If the person does not respond to my message, I don't have a basis to cancel the order, so it will be, the label will be printed late, and I'll just have to take the hit at that point, which is fine. But I did want to let you guys know, if you are super new, and I'm not new, I've been doing this for a year, but I had no idea. It just makes more sense to me that if your store is on time away, that anything new you list that should default into that setting. Or there should be an option within the shipping area, the, handling time. There should be a default option in that handling time instead of 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, custom. And then if you have time away already set, that time away bracket should populate there and you should be able to click it. But, that's neither here nor there. I don't work for eBay necessarily. But yeah, we shall see what happens. So if you guys have any experience in this, let me know down below, the good, the bad, the ugly. If you have any constructive criticism, I always appreciate that. So yeah, we shall see, and I'll make sure to keep you guys updated, let you know what happened to this, and hopefully we can avoid a double whammy of bad customer service and negative reviews and the whole nine. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love.